felt good for a while. I think the last month or so, kind of been wearing off.
Started downturn.
Yeah.
Alright. Worst part of the whole thing is that stick, sting, and a burn.
And my mama used to whoop me harder than that.
Yeah, what's weird about it is my mom always used to give my first spankings, right? And I call it the first because they didn't seem to faze me near as much, but
Yeah.
Dad came home and took his belt off. Now all of a sudden, I felt that a lot more.
Well, I feel that. Ow. Ow.
A lot of burn to it.
Is the numbing stuff?
Yep.
Making sure I wasn't feeling the cutting. Yeah.
That's the plan anyway.
Yeah. Ow.
Go grab me a little bit more lidocaine if you would, just without without epi would be good.
Yes, sir.
Just get it right up under that skin right there. Usually it takes a couple of seconds to start working, so
Yeah.
we'll just make sure that, because you're right, that's the whole purpose of that first one, is to make sure you don't have to feel the cut down. So if you're
Yeah.
still feeling it, then
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Yeah, the research I was doing say that, you know, it could be a 6 month to 2 years, and if you don't get an improvement in 2 years, you're basically being part of that, what's going on.
it can. I mean, you know, when one muscle is out or you know, having struggles, then the key to it is that the other ones try to compensate, right?
Yeah. There's a little burn, like bee sting.
Yeah, it should only last about 10-15 seconds though.
Alright. And what type of wing is that? I mean, is it just like bottom, or is it the whole thing coming out?
The entire, what they call medial aspect, so the part towards the middle,
Yeah.
basically stands up. So it rotates out towards the shoulder,
Yeah.
and then it stands up. So
Gotcha. So that's basically the whole scapula.
That's
coming
right.
out. Yeah.
like it's all still attached, of course, through the muscles, but it doesn't have that grip anymore. So the whole thing kind of stands up for you. As your buddy that's interested, is he super muscular or?
No, man, he's a
Okay.
little guy.
Only reason I ask is because if you got a little bit of extra tissue, then a lot of times this gun's a little bit smoother whenever you're pushing it in.
Yeah.
If you're super muscular and stay in the gym all the time, every once in a while you get some of those hard fibers.
Yeah.
And it's not a big deal. It still absolutely works. It just gets, you know, you just got to spend a little extra time on the twist, right? But
Yeah. I don't know if you remember last time you saw me, but I was pretty fit. Now it's just, I can't do much. It sucks.
Isn't it crazy how quickly, if you're out of the gym just for a short period, it all deteriorates and goes away?
Yeah, about 3 months I've been out now. So. That's pressure. Ooh, pressure. I don't know what's going on back here, but I don't like it.
It's pushing it back through. So yeah, you should definitely still feel that pressure. It just shouldn't be a lot of sharp to it.
There's no short.
When you put the pellets out at that deal, every once in a while you'll feel kind of a pop that seems almost like a twinge of sorts.
Yeah.
But that's just the pellet itself setting up into the tissue. So I actually changed technique a little bit from prior. We used to do them just you take one track and kind of put them around a clock face is kind of the way to think of it, one at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but
Yeah.
instead now what they're doing is you kind of do more of a fan motion, because what they found is when you're doing it around the clock, basically they're all dumping into the trocar tract, and so you just had kind of a big pile of them, and, and it made it more likely for you to push them out, and so they kind of changed that, how it went a little bit.
Gotcha.
That's the most recent change. Everything else pretty much the same. We've been checking hormones a little bit more often, because biote themselves they bought their own pharmacy,
Really?
and so they're making their own pellets now, which not a big deal. It's supposed to be the same milligrams and all that stuff, but what we have found is that it seems like with the new pellets that they're getting a little bit of a boost in it.
Okay.
And so sometimes you can actually get a little too high, so we're kind of watching real close for that.
Gotcha.
So in about 2 months is when I'll need you just to come back in just for your lab work. So nothing super special. We'll just do the hormones themselves and make sure that we actually hit our target the way we wanted to.
Yeah. Nothing. You can never be too high.
You say that until you get the effects of it being too high, and you get heart palpitations.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you're like, "What'd you do to me?"
No, I got a little bit of back knee and stuff, man, from the last go around, so I guess it came up a little bit. It's all cleared up now, but it got me a little bit.
Yeah, that's the main side effects in guys is the acne that'll pop up. But generally you get that energy level, and you're like, you know what, I can deal with that.
Oh yeah. Man.
Haven't had acne since I was a teenager, but you know what? Hey.
Man, it works. I worked my ass off for like a month and a half. Once they kicked in, probably
Yeah.
8-9 weeks later, I felt good. Oh, the anxiety's making me shake. There's stuff going on there.
You're done, man. I've just